Hey, this is a video I'm doing on long-term storage of multivitamins and other like pain medication like the generic Tylenol. Um, you can buy these and they have a pretty good shelf life on it. I just bought this and shelf life is good to August of 2012. So that's over a year and a half, but I figured if I can extend that out to I don't know, 3, 5 years by vacuum sealing them in jars. We could buy them when they're cheap, buy them when they're on sale, and just stock up on them. Saw a video the other day. I don't remember who it was, but it was a guy who was going to live off of his food storage. He was storing food. He was doing an experiment where he was going to try and live off of it. Uh, and see how he could function on just his regular 2,000 calorie a day diet of food storage. And one of the things that he made sure that he was doing was taking his one a day to supplement any nutrition loss from just eating rice and beans and that kind of thing. So I thought it was a really good idea to maybe stock up more on multivitamins and things like that. So we found a good coupon at Costco. 500 tablets. It was like $10. I don't know, you probably find them cheaper or whatever, around the same price, but we thought it was a pretty good deal, so we bought a couple of them. And I'm going to show you how I put them in the jars, and then how I put the labels off of the containers onto my glass jars, because you still want all the information off of your jar, on your jar. So I'm just going to do a video on how I get the label off and put it on here. All right. Well, first off, if you don't have a food saver vacuum sealer of some kind, you probably can't do this. So you probably need to go get one of those if you don't already have one. Mason jar, regular canning lid. Your vacuum sealer should have an accessories hose, and then you'll need to get the jar attachment, which I think was like $10. We use it all the time for other things like rice and sugars, flours. If we want to break up a large bulk size bag, 25-pound bag, into smaller containers, but store the rest so it stays fresh, then you can just put it in smaller jars. Anyway, so you open up your one a day vitamin, dump it in. Alright, 500 tablets in a mason jar. Put the lid on. Put the jar attachment down. Hook up your accessory port. Turn it on. Hit accessory. And it will suck all of the air out of that jar, and it will seal the lid. Or the lid will seal just by vacuum. Alright, that's all there is to it. It's got a completely tight vacuum seal. You see there's no play in the lid, so it's on there. To get that lid off, you actually, you have to pry on it pretty hard, and then you'll hear the hiss pop of it letting the air back in. So completely vacuum sealed. I'm only guessing, I have no idea, but I'm sure that now that this is vacuum sealed, you can easily get 3 to 5 years. If you're getting over a year and a half out of the regular package with just the factory seal on top, I'm sure you can get double that easy. So and now I'll show you how to get the label off and then put it on the jar. Alright, so what I do is basically, you could either boil water, or if your tap water is hot enough, you just fill this up to the top with just as hot of water as probably not boiling, but anything just less than boiling, and you let it set for probably 5 minutes, and that will loosen up the adhesive enough to peel that sticker off, and then you just stick it onto the jar. So you'll still have all your nutrition facts, the original expiration date, everything will be on there. You don't have to label your jars or do anything like that. So I'll fill it up with water and then let it set for 5 minutes, and I'll be back. Alright, it's been in here for about probably 10 minutes. Pretty hot water. I don't really care about this part of the label, the name brand or what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but I do want the nutrition facts and the original expiration date. So I dump the water out because I don't want to get the label wet while I'm trying to peel it off. It's not the easiest thing to get them to peel off in one piece, and I've already started it. So as you can see, the adhesive is really loosened up now, and then you just kind of work it back and forth till you can get it off. Oh, and then I scored it with the knife. I didn't show you that part, so you have to do that. I'm sure you can figure it out. And then you just peel it off real slow, so it takes the label off without ripping it. And hopefully you can leave enough adhesive on it that it'll stick back to the jar. Here we go. That's where I scored the label, so it should come off now. Hearing some tearing, I'm not sure where it's coming from. I have to go the other direction here just to get it off without tearing the label. Yeah, I left a little bit of paper on the bottle, but it shouldn't be that big a deal. Alright, that's off now. And then I just find the spot on my jar and stick it back down. It's still very sticky. There's a lot of adhesive left on the jar, on the bottle, but should be plenty to get it to stick to the jar here. So center it up and stick it down. And that's all there is to it. It should stick on there. So now I have 500 tablets of 1-a-days. I have all the nutrition facts. I have it vacuum sealed for storage, you know. So, and between all of these, this is Tylenol, same exact process, just a smaller bottle. So I put it in a pint jar, and that's it.